Hello and welcome to another episode of What Travis Says. My name is Travis and let's talk about Matt Smith. More specifically, the fact that Matt Smith will be portraying the infamous Charles Manson for a film to be released later this year. And the studio behind the project, IFC Films, has just released their first trailer for this biographical crime drama. It's called Charlie Says. Based on the true story of the Manson family, this trailer gives us our first look at Matt Smith as Charles Manson. Now, there are three major films that I know of coming out later this year about Charles Manson, and that's because it has been 50 years since the murders. But I'm sure you can guess why I decided to talk about this specific film. Matt Smith, best known for his role as the 11th Doctor in Doctor Who, gets to portray someone vastly different than his Time Lord persona. Even when the Doctor gets dark and vengeful, there's just something more sinister about Smith's portrayal of Manson. The trailer seems to focus very heavily on Leslie Van Houten's experiences and memories of joining the Manson family, which makes sense from a narrative standpoint because we as the viewers get to experience everything through her eyes. In the trailer we see her meeting Patricia Krenwinkel and Susan Atkins and attempting to understand Manson's plans, which ultimately led to a series of murders, the most infamous of which involved actress Sharon Tate. Manson was a cult leader of what became known as the Manson family. And although Charles Manson never actually murdered anyone during the killing spree, these aforementioned women were under the influence and direction of Charles Manson. And the film follows Carleen Faith, a graduate student enlisted to attempt to rehabilitate these women now that they are behind bars. The official synopsis of the film is that these three women who killed for Manson may not be the evil monsters that the world believes them to be. And the film creates its story by drawing material from two books about Charles Manson. The Family, the story of Charles Manson's Dune Buggy Attack Battalion by Ed Sanders, and The Long Prison Journey of Leslie Van Houten by Carleen Faith. And after looking into both of these books, it seems that the opinions surrounding The Family are that there's a lot of speculation with no real substance, but that The Long Prison Journey is actually a biography by Carleen Faith, the attempted rehabilitator, which, as it may be slanted in its own bias, does shed some light on the bias of the situation and the women's treatment. Because obviously Faith was brought in to help rehabilitate these women. She heavily advocated for their release. But we'll see how the full film portrays the entire story, seeing as how it's mixed in with Ed Sanders' The Family. Charlie Says comes out on May 10th, and I am very intrigued about this film. Mainly because of Matt Smith's portrayal, but the entire story is just very interesting. I'll link to the trailer down below. Go watch it and see for yourself how you feel while watching the trailer, and then come back to this video and let me know what you thought. I've been following Matt Smith's career since Doctor Who, and I'm very interested in seeing his portrayal of someone as infamous and iconic as Charles Manson. But yeah, go watch the trailer and come back here and let me know what you think. But as always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, and you will see me tomorrow.